Hello YouTube, Folio Tech Guy here with a review of the 11-inch Apple iPad Pro Smart Folio keyboard. The Smart Folio keyboard is a full-sized keyboard that provides full front, back, and left side device protection, while offering two different viewing angles, lap or desk use, for both the 11-inch and 12.9-inch iPad Pros. The 11-inch version retails for $179 and the 12.9-inch version retails for $199. Is it worth buying? If you can get one for well below retail price, absolutely. I purchased the 11-inch Apple iPad Pro Smart Folio keyboard from Best Buy as an open box item that was marked excellent condition. Combined with some unused Best Buy reward certificates I had on my account, I was able to get the Smart Folio keyboard for well under retail price. The package arrived in a few days' time and the Smart Folio keyboard was in like new condition. Apple pays a lot of attention to their product packaging and the Smart Folio keyboard is no exception. The retail box is very sturdy and protects the keyboard well. Inside you'll find the usual Apple documentation. The outside of the Smart Folio keyboard is made of a smooth plastic material that is very comfortable in the hands and is easy to grip. It's also extremely easy to clean as compatible with personalized skins such as those sold by Dbrand. On the inside cover, the right side consists of a soft fabric-like material that rests against the back of the iPad Pro when installed. The left side has a full-size non-backlit keyboard. The edges of the keyboard do feel sharper than I would have liked, but in normal day-to-day use, your hands never really interact with this area of the cover. Installing the Smart Folio keyboard onto the iPad Pro couldn't be easier. Lining up the iPad Pro with the Smart Folio keyboard, the two connect together via 102 magnets spread all around the iPad Pro. The magnets are strong enough to avoid accidental removal of the Smart Folio keyboard from the iPad, but still allows for easy removal of the cover if you want to. There is no need to pair the Smart Folio keyboard to the iPad Pro. When attached to the iPad Pro's smart connector, it just works and never needs to be charged or paired. When installed, the Smart Folio keyboard covers the front, back, and left side of the iPad Pro. The top, right, and bottom side of the iPad Pros are left open, which allows access to the on-off button, magnetic connector to hold, pair, and charge an Apple Pencil 2, USB-C port, and listening to sounds unobstructed through the 4 speakers. However, in terms of device protection, this leaves those sides exposed. Make no mistake, this Apple product was designed to be as thin and light as possible, while still providing a full-size keyboard for the Apple Pro. So it'd be unreasonable to assume that it would provide full protection outside of normal day-to-day use. It definitely won't protect the iPad Pro in the drop scenario. Although the Smart Folio keyboard itself is very slim, it does add some heft to the iPad Pro once installed. The iPad itself weighs about 1 pound 1 ounce. With the Smart Folio keyboard on, the whole setup weighs about 1 pound 12 ounces. Although the difference is only 11 ounces, the percentage-wise, that is a 49% increase in weight and is very noticeable when carrying the device in hand. When the Smart Keyboard Folio is in stand mode, the overall setup feels really solid and surprisingly comfortable on my lap due to the keyboard side being one solid, unfoldable piece of plastic. Keyboard feel is a very subjective thing to talk about. In my experience, no matter what type of keyboard I had in front of me, given enough time I was able to get used to them and type just as effectively as on any other keyboard. When typing up this review, I felt that the Smart Folio keyboard was a little cramped, and I wished the keystrokes had more travel to them. Also, I noticed my palm hitting the globe button on the keyboard often, which would bring up the emoji keyboard and be quite annoying. My wrists felt like they were getting tired more quickly, but I think all of these things could be remedied with better typing position and more time with using the keyboard. I know it would be impossible to have in this type of keyboard, but I really wish there were backlighting around the keys so that I could see where I'm typing at nighttime. I did notice some interesting things when using the keyboard cover. With Face ID, you can hit the spacebar instead of having to swipe up on the screen to unlock it, which I've really grown to love. Holding down the command key will bring up a list of available shortcuts for the particular screen or app you are using. Command H will open up the home screen, and Command Tab will allow you to switch between apps. At retail cost, the Apple Smart Keyboard Folio is a very pricey accessory. If you're using the iPad Pro as purely a consumption device, then I don't think it's necessary to buy one. However, if you're thinking of doing any kind of productivity at all that requires a lot of typing, then I think the Smart Keyboard Folio serves as a fantastic, minimalistic setup that also doubles as a light, everyday protection for your iPad Pro. Just make sure you find a good deal on one. So that wraps up this review of the Apple Smart Keyboard Folio. If you enjoy watching my videos, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time.